I would like to ask you a question.
I'm scared now.
The players which I thought are not good enough for the state team, today they're proving me wrong.
What is it that you want to introduce in this league that you're building, which you probably didn't get there, or you haven't seen happen there?
It's very hard for us to not think about the basketball is growing.
I was at the auctions. We saw the highest team getting sold for 25 lakh rupees. I thought that the paddle would go up right till 40 lakhs.
14, I did 3 Indian camps, I got cut. I went to under 16, I got cut. Under 18 India camp, I got cut. Probably 6 to 7 India camps, I got cut. I was not getting an answer because nobody were telling me the answer.
When did you come to terms with the fact that, okay, you know what, this is it, I can't?
You being a coach, you being an academy coach was different. The training has changed. That is the reality of the sport.
So where does all this money go, right? Does all of this money go towards the players? Are you putting it into production, or you want this league to survive?
You know, your experience card as such as a player will start +1, +1, +1. There are some games where you lose and it's a +10. You win, it's a -2.
I can see you rarely smile as such. There are very less moments. Think the players are as serious as they should be, or there's only just talks happening everywhere that we're not getting opportunities, or basketball is not growing in India.
Always, I would say, association and league both should be combined together. The players just wanted the charm and the glare of the
glamour,
league.
yeah.
I am somebody who would never take no for an answer. One life, one chance. Let's give our best. The expectations kills you. We should not stop.
All right then, boys and girls, I'm sitting alongside someone who once wore the Indian team threads. He also had a dream and is now building that dream in bits and pieces for the future of the Indian basketball fraternity. I'm talking about someone who's represented the Indian national team for basketball in India. Today, he's sitting in a different role altogether and has built a league for basketball in Telangana. Let me welcome Prudesh Reddy, aka Prudvi Reddy, as we all know him. Prudvi, thank you so much for being here, first of all, and helping me set up all of this. Without wasting any more time, I want to quickly get to the main core of it, right? I've heard a lot of people say that 3x3 is much better and growing than 5x5 in the basketball scene. But you started a league for 5x5, right? Tell me the differentiation between the two and which is much better right now.
I started playing 5x5 and I started my career playing 5x5 professionally, and also the ending days of my basketball, I played 3x3. I've seen the weightage between both of the leagues. The potential towards 3x3 is a lot because it's a short format. It's 10 minutes game. And in this 10 minutes, it can be, it's a 21-point game.
Yeah.
So it's easier for us to sell. But at the same time, when you have the masterpiece, that is 5x5, which is the traditional basketball. So I think as looking from an audience perspective, we cannot fill the stands with 3x3. We can only fill the stands with 5x5 because that is our traditional methods.
Basketball.
So looking at the format, I thought, 3x3 only has it. 5x5 has the biggest advantage. If 5-on-5 is going to grow, then automatically 3x3 grows. If 3x3 grows, then 5x, there's no this thing that, it would grow.
Right.
So 3x3 will only have the criteria if it's depicted to that. So the main mother will be 5x5. So that's why I was like, the main thing should grow. Then automatically everything grows. So that's the idea where, I was more keen on.
Which you're saying is basically 3x3 is a byproduct of 5x5.
Yep.
And 5x5 is also always going to remain like, the main thing for Indian basketball or for any kind of basketball that we watch. We've also seen, a lot of difference in terms of most of us start watching basketball because of the Western sport, right? We connected to the NBA so much. We see a lot of, action happening there. Sometimes we're a little disappointed when we don't get to see that same quality here in India. But I'm sure that the quality right now is growing slowly, day by day. You've seen that as well. You've been among players as well. When you thought about starting this league, was that one aspect that you had to stress on, that I have to provide a lot of quality to the viewers?
We are in India, where I know which sport is more popular, which sport is going to pick up, which sport is going to be the biggest thing. Yeah. And to all these answers, we can always say there's only one sport, is cricket, because it is only because of the viewership.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If there is no viewership, then there is no sport or anything as such. Not only about the sport, but anything as such. So then the main goal for season or pre-season or whatever it was, I have played all the leagues possible in India. I have seen the structure of all the leagues, and then I realized that the stands have to be full. It is completely the viewership. Like, who is coming and watching your games?
Yeah.
I know people bring in school kids, all of that. And, they would try to fill the stands, but not in an organic way. My agenda was for the preseason that I have told every player that if your parents and friends are not coming to watch a game, I think the season is going to be a flop.
Yeah.
So when I told all of them, and I have done a pass system, because in India what happens is if you give passes, then there's credibility to your anything. If we tell by word of mouth, please come for my games, they won't come. If I give them a pass, then obviously they'll be like, oh, I've given a pass, okay, there is something. This is the mindsets and view about things. So then what happened, every player, I've given them 10 passes. In that, 7 people were completely there. My stands were filled. And those stands are completely here to support their either either their son or a friend or whatever it might be. So I wanted to bring the culture of, either European system or the US system, is that all the weekends or anything you say, they all come there to chill, watch some games, feel that excitement, and then go back home. It's an entertainment thing for anybody. So if that has to be there, then, we have to give the platform. I know that the game is always there.
Yeah.
The basketball scene is there. But it's on us how we produce our product or, showcase everybody that, this is it's same like cinema. We just have to show them the cinema. But we're showing a reality of cinema. Like, it's not a scripted thing. It's not anything. It is the real cinema which we are watching. So that's the main thing, first preseason when we have done, there was the whole stands were filled.
Yeah.
Today, I would say that, I'm more excited about, the goal and the vision. The stands are filled. The viewership changed.
Yeah.
I'll be very honest, I think 60, 70 views were there on our FSNG Sports.
Yeah.
Or maximum 120, 130.
Yeah.
I think last night I've seen one game, 1.6K views.
Nice.
Viewing.
Yeah.
So I think, for anybody outside the sport, they would be like, everybody will watch. The 1.6 is very less.
Yeah.
But as basketball fans, we all know,
Yeah.
it is growing or it's not growing.
Yeah.
That is like a 90% majority of the people who are watching the game. So I think, as of now, I think, the vision and the line is, in place and we are moving forward. And I think, in future, everybody should understand that, if there is viewership, anything is there, sponsorship, anything is there. That's the main goal is that one.
So you've also been part of UBA. You've been part of Elite now. You've seen 2 leagues. You've been playing in these 2 leagues. What is it that you want to introduce in this league that you're building, which you probably didn't get there or you haven't seen happen there?
I would like to go back a little bit. When I was 16, I went to Spain. So I've seen EuroLeague, right? I've seen EuroLeague. After EuroLeague, I went to US.
Okay.
So then I saw NBA games.
Okay.
Then when I came back to India, the first league which I ever saw was UBA. Then I've seen 3-on-3. Then I've seen INBL. Then I've seen Elite. Then I've seen all the, games and all these things come through.
Yeah.
The only thing I felt was lacking is we are all doing a systematic national games. Just like nationals, every state gets their 12 players.
Right.
And they're in one hotel. They play the national games. And that's about it. And the professional leagues, whatever we are looking at, everybody is still doing the same thing. We all go to one place. It is just that we are divided into some teams.
Yeah.
And we are given good jerseys. We are given good food, good stay, accommodation.
Yeah.
And end of the day, we are all coming to play at the one venue, one stadium.
Yeah.
And the crowd, whoever is coming, it's the local crowd. And I didn't see anything moving forward from here. We are just doing a 10-day league where, we are just playing a modernized national basketball championship. I didn't see this as, it's actually a professional platform where, it is growing season by season.
Yeah.
Because we are just limited to one state or one place with the whole, it's the same thing I felt. There's nothing as such to the change. So, yeah, I would like to differentiate in that way, the whole league structure.
So you're saying you want to make this more like where the players can now be dependent on the league and try and say, we're looking at this more as a profession and this starts happening often, like season after season after season. Does this move away from the state or it will stick to a state?
I am completely going to be in my state. As I would be more informative. See, the main one when you're starting about a pro league or anything, why do you think, we do need a owner's auction. We do need a player's auction. We do need a 30-day or a 20-day period for the season to start.
Right.
Why this structure? See, I've seen all the leagues, and trust me, nobody has followed this. The reason I would say why we are a little bit, trying to move in is that, see, you need to bring the traction in the public.
Yeah.
If there is no traction in the public, why would they come?
Yeah.
Okay, let's suppose now we have given 6 teams and 6 owners, like we just, we have money and then we put it. They would also never care about coming to the games, getting their family. Today, what you see is the whole families are involved. The kids are crying.
Yeah.
The parents are coming.
Yeah.
The owners, friends, family is coming.
Yeah.
Everybody is sitting there. Last night I would like to mention one of the owners, like, I would be sleeping very peacefully with the amount of work which I have or the money which I have. You have got all of us on our, toes that, we are sitting here.
Yeah. And I could see them feeling the, game as well.
And every match, either they're winning by 1 point or losing by 1 point, or it's just a margin of it.
Yeah.
So, I'm so happy that every game has given, this is what I wanted from the league owners. This is what I wanted from the players.
Right.
I would say I'm lucky, honestly speaking, because whatever I've thought in my brain regarding to the league's prosperity for the season 2 or season 3 or whatever it might be, I think we're in a good line. How the games needs to be, the games are very professional.
Yeah.
And every owner has invested. Every owner is invested their time and energy and everything. And at the same time today, let me be very clear about few things. The players which I thought are not good enough for the state team, today they're proving me wrong, that they are, a solid, they can perform in nationals. This stage is too high. And in this stage, when the pressure is so much, I could see the owners, I could see coaches, I could see players, all 3 of them, their efforts towards winning. I can see which team is putting more efforts and everything. So this is the biggest platform, I would say, for anybody to showcase, and where for me also to see the league is growing or not, or, the players, who is good player, who's bad player and everything.
Yeah.
I would also it's an off topic, but, the next season we are going to probably, every team is going to only have 2 players. We would retain 2 players. And all 8 players would be sent into the auction.
Mix, yeah.
So now the next auction will be more interesting.
Yeah.
So now this is what I'm talking about, the league.
Yeah. Try and build it up year after year.
Yes. Yeah. And people in the public also. Now, when Akash was sold for 2.5 lakhs.
Yeah.
Every player sat down and came and told me that next season Akash won't be 2.5. We'll make sure that, we would flop him.
Yeah.
And we would be better than him. So you are building that, structure amongst players and everybody. And I think, word of mouth, as I always say, word of mouth is very important.
Yeah.
We can do paid promotions.
Yeah.
We can do all of that.
Yeah.
But people talking, so one player is talking to 100 of players.
Yeah.
Today, whole India is watching Telangana.
Yeah.
That is only because of the league, the player quality. I would also say that it's mainly because of you also, the commentary which you're giving.
Yeah.
I think everything makes, one point. See, I've picked up the best people from the places I know since my childhood. So
I also want to try and break you there. You mentioned something about auctions, right? Now, I was at the auctions. We saw the highest team getting sold for 25 lakh rupees, which for me, in a sport of basketball, is great. Because 25 lakh rupees, I thought that the paddle would go up right till 40 lakhs. And I was like, what's happening? Like, that was my thing. But I'm trying to understand how difficult, or, what was the motive for you to try and convince these owners, try and tell them that, what, come and, try and buy teams, come and, check it out.
The main, I think, the main pitch with the owners, or, I know all of them. But at the same time, my vision was, for any pro league you see as such, the owner should be the benefited people first, because see, when somebody is investing money, they look at ROI.
Yeah.
But today, honestly speaking, all the 6 owners, we have never spoken about ROI or anything.
Wow.
So the main thing was, I've asked them, please, come and pitch in and be part of this league. And, probably the vision would probably win in, in season 1, season 2, season 3.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy that, all the 6 owners have just, believed in, the idea of a pro league and this would go from one place to another place.
Mm.
There was no ROI, there was nothing. They just wanted to invest and see. I wouldn't say they invested in the league. They invested in the vision, what I'm looking for basketball, because they also see the potential in basketball. And they saw me as a tool who can, improve basketball or develop basketball. So they just invested into a person who would completely change the dynamics of basketball. And there is no more conversation, I would say, that, what have they seen to invest and everything, because right now they're happy.
So where does all this money go, right? I want to try and understand, does all of this money go towards the players? Are you putting it into production, or you want this league to survive more? So which of these three
The
aspects?
first thing is, see, we have done owners auction, right? The whole amount, whatever comes in, the whole amount in that 20% goes as the cash price. Right now the league, whatever money we have got, I think, 20 lakhs is the cash price for the players or the owners. So now the owners have pitched in money, all of their money, to do one league.
Correct.
So production, your 80% cost would be going for production, then PR and media and everything and all these things.
Yeah.
So the whole structure or everything is going to the development of the league. Then again, whatever money has been left out or the cash price, what you're looking at, the reason why I put a huge amount of cash price is because the owner is investing money, and if the owner doesn't feel satisfied or there's no motivation for him to be in it, there should be a big motivation. And I think keeping that huge amount of money, they would again come back. The reason why I would say come back is we as a sport, we're just growing.
Correct.
And these owners, they also need some motivation to again come back and still be in it. So whoever wins, they would get huge amount of money. They would also still feel it's a risky thing. It's like a roll dice. I'll roll dice and see if I can win or not. And they're just playing with players and having an auction and everything. So I think that's a good win-win situation for everybody, for owners, for players, and for us and everybody. To the sport as such, I think this is a win-win situation. I think everybody should pitch in, I think, in this way, so that the owners will still feel that, the motivation towards being in the league and also looking forward to be in the league for more seasons. If at all the league runs or not runs, at least there's a winning cash prize. And, there is some sort of, development towards from our end. Like, let's say now we are doing social media promotions, podcasts and everything. So we need to make sure that the owners feel, they're important into it, because we as a sport, what do we need? We need a chance for us to play basketball. We need a chance to live our dreams. Live our passion towards basketball, because without any penny, today everybody's playing basketball. And that's the passion which we have towards our sport.
Right.
Today, getting these owners, their passion is completely different. They don't need to come here. But when they're coming here, we also need to give something to them,
back,
for them to stay here and also take their help for us to grow and our sport to grow. So I think, this is what the structure I've thought about with owners and how to satisfy the owners or players or as a league or anything as such.
So you're saying equal amount of distribution. First would be kind of players, then you're looking at production, owners, as well as eventually for the survival as well. But what I also try and gauge from here is the fact that you're trying to make sure that how much is put into the league, you want to try and give that back, to whoever's putting the money as well. Irrespective of the owners, whoever, is trying to pitch in. If we go one step further, and I try and say, okay, you finished like a pre-season, you had about 500 plus players coming in for, the trials. You then had an auction, 100 players were picked in the auction. And I'm sure a lot of people are watching because, like you said, there's a big money price tag, like Akash 2.50 is what we saw. If we had to go a little ahead and say, one season is done, where does a plan go next? Are you already set for we are going to do a season 2, or based on what happens on season 1, then you decide what happens in season 2?
Honestly speaking, I was thinking something around July, August, the next season should be there.
Okay.
And something around Feb, I was thinking that the player should be retained and, there should be a player auction. I'm directly going, this should be a year-round thing now, from now on.
Cannot stop.
No. If we stop, then I don't think there's growth for us.
Yeah.
We should not stop.
Right.
We should continue the process.
Yeah.
That means, once this season is done, we are here to give the next schedule.
Right.
let it be like, we are going to retain the players or we're not going to retain. We should have an owners meeting. Every month there should be some sort of engagement. The players should play, let's say, one team has to play another team in some college or a district or so and so. We are here to keep, strengthening the organization, the league, our sport. We should not think about the professional basketball league. We should not think about an organization. We should just think about basketball as such. Because the main thing is we need to grow the sport first.
Interesting.
If we grow the sport, if there's more education towards basketball, there is a league and so and so, so and so. Basketball is the mother.
Right.
If that grows, everything grows. Just like 5x5 grows, 3x3 grows.
Absolutely.
If you grow, everything grows around you.
Correct.
So if you think about basketball, that it has to go to rural places. See, the biggest thing I would mention here is everybody should think about Pro Kabaddi Basketball League. Sorry, Pro Kabaddi League. Because it's a rural sport.
Yeah.
And, they have sold the teams at a very low prices. But what they have done is they have taken, everybody knows Kabaddi, everybody knows the rules and everything because the sport is as such. It is there in everybody's brain.
Correct.
Because we know Kabaddi, if you touch, it's an out. If you go here, everybody knows those rules.
Yeah.
So when you know the sport, it's easy for you to sell the sport. It's easy for you to get people to the viewership point, for a sponsorship point. If you see, once the league came in, you see how many people's lives have changed.
Yeah.
You see how many people, the ownership or whatever, everything changed as such. The whole dynamics of a professional league has changed.
Yeah.
So that's the same thing I'm saying. If sport grows, we just need to educate the sport.
Yeah.
And then once education towards the sport happens, then everybody starts to follow whatever happening in the sport.
So while you're saying that this is the pro league that you have in mind and that's what the focus is, you're saying the main focus now should be on growing basketball. And that is where that will also benefit the league as well. Interesting. Which is very great. I also want to take this, a question that popped up in my mind right now while you were speaking is to try and see now, are you getting the help that you want for growing this league? I'm sure like it's happening in the state right now. You're doing it with the association, but you also require the other stakeholders around you to try and be as helpful as they should be. Are you getting that support right now?
Honestly speaking, everybody has given me the freedom to work. That's the answer I would say. So they have given the freedom for me to work towards the league or to grow the game.
Yeah.
So I think I'm more than happy if they are letting me go.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that, I don't need the help or support from any other people because my organization is so good that everybody has believed and voted me towards, becoming the general secretary today.
Yeah.
I think that's more than enough.
Correct.
Or, today the action speaks louder right now.
Yeah.
So whatever is happening over here and everybody's happy and they're also looking forward for more bigger things to happen because they know that I have the potential towards taking this to the next step. So, that's the best thing is happening right now.
We've tried to understand, the owners in this league, auction, money, season 1, season 2. We're seeing some great quality improvement also from what we saw in the preseason to what we're looking at right now. If we shift our focus a little bit from the league to the Indian basketball scene, a lot has happened over the years. A lot has been happening right now. Where do you think it sits currently for you, Indian basketball?
It's my only opinion about sport as for the Indian league is, I wish just like how TPBL is, every state should have their own league. Every state should have their own professional basketball league.
Okay.
They should also, just like how TPBL is running,
right?
Every state should have a league. Then, the main Indian basketball league as such, then they have to pick up the metropolitan cities. Once they need to pick the owners from these leagues or the whole league as such. Let's say the whole TPBL buys Hyderabad franchise or any franchise as such from Telangana franchise, you say. Then what happens is then the rural thing comes in.
Yeah.
This is my team. I am going and bidding my team. So I've already structurized all my players. I have 72 good players. I have a league which is running today. And there is a main mother league also which happens on the top.
Yeah.
So I take 6 of my players.
Yeah.
I take 6 of the best if in the bidding or auction if they do it. Then I go up there. So now you see there is a chain. You play for the state. There is a state basketball. Then there is Telangana Professional Basketball League. Then there is a mother league. Now, if let's say if you're playing TPBL, everybody's watching. It's easy for you to play for the state league also.
Correct.
People will see you. Now from here you go here. Now if you're playing here, you also been looked out by the Indian scouts also.
Yeah.
The players get a chance to see the Indian camps or so and so and everything. So there's a lot of growth on this.
Yeah.
We cannot just directly do the posh national league.
Yeah.
Like how I'm saying the national championship, senior state, we do it. It should not be like this. Every state, just imagine.
Yeah.
28 states, everybody having their pro league, and in that whole thing, they're taking 10 owners, let's suppose. You see the biggest structure what has been formed. It's very hard for anybody to break it. It's very hard for us to not think about the basketball is growing. And it's probably going to be very threatening for other sports also, I would say, because nobody has ever done this.
Yeah.
So this imagination or this, people should start thinking like this. Then our organization will be strengthened.
Yeah.
Our sport as such, we would look so strong in the system.
Yeah.
And we are an international sport. I'm pretty damn sure that NBA, right now we do have NBA here, but I'm saying NBA would run up to here and they want to take this league to the next level once you start to play IBL, then you probably might go to NBA also.
Yeah.
Because there is so standards which are going.
Yeah.
The player is cutting so many this thing and staying here and they're playing. That means that he's good enough to play there also.
Correct.
So people would take them and then still, do it. So this is a structure which I'm saying will 100% beat what I'm saying in my mind.
Correct.
We will be successful in probably 6 years, I would say.
Yeah.
The very first year, if I see there's more state leagues happening.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like professional leagues.
So saying the association need to take responsibility to run the state leagues and tie it up with the main league that the main federation does.
Always, I would say, association and league both should be combined together.
Hand in hand.
Everything. They should be hand to hand. If they are not hand to hand, there'll be a lot of gap between players, association, referees or anything.
Correct.
The reason why I am easily able to do it or that because I have a free hand from association.
Yeah.
I have IM association and the pro league as such. Everything is in hand to hand.
Correct.
So if it's very easy for us to control everything and do it for one purpose.
Right.
That is the growth of the game. So if you are going to neglect the federation or the associations, then it'll be hard for both of them to work. Everything has to be aligned. Every state should have association and private parties should combine.
Correct.
They should move forward because private party gains funds. These people have the power of the manpower.
Right.
So both together will go hand to hand. So then that's when we will grow.
This is one side of the Indian basketball scene, which is to try and focus on the association, try and focus on the funds, privatization of it, and take it straight up to the league. I also want to focus on our players, right? Do you think the players are as serious as they should be for the growth of Indian basketball, or there's only just talks happening everywhere that we're not getting opportunities, or basketball is not growing in India? Where do you see that going?
It's easy for us to complain about anything in our life. I was also a player.
Yeah.
I was also a player. I was also like trying to complain that why there is no any activity. But did you ever question them?
No.
Did you ever ask anybody?
Yeah.
Why is this leagues not happening? Why are we not happening? You're just sitting on a Google or an Instagram page or a Twitter. You're just saying, I wish this happens. I wish that happens. But did anybody ever ask this question? Did anybody ever try to raise or ask or please for a league? You are just complaining. Everybody's complaining that why don't we have it? Why don't we have it? But did you guys ever try for it? Did you guys ever try? Now there were so many leagues.
Yeah.
Which went by through our eyes. Why didn't anybody try to sit down and ask anything? The reason why I'm saying is everybody wants a chance and an opportunity, right? Today, I would be very honest that, pre-season, all my players, they trusted that this person would do something. They have come for tryouts. Once the season 1 is done, and I know you're there with us from the scratch to everything. Season 1, as a pre-season, you see the mindset of players. By the time they came to season 1, there was only change and a shift of 30% only. They were still unfit. The players were still unfit. The players just wanted the charm and the glare of the
glamour.
league.
Yeah.
That's it. But now, from season 1, now you go to season 2, watch what's going to happen.
Yeah.
The whole dynamics is going to change.
Yeah.
Now every player, I'm pretty sure that after this, now everybody will start to perform.
Yeah.
They would go to gym. They would try to see how they can become a 2.5 lakh player.
Yeah.
Or now things have changed.
Yeah.
There are two things. Just like I'm saying, association and private party. Just like that, there is two parts.
Okay.
One is player, one is organization parts. A player needs to do his full-fledged duty. Now me, thinking about player, did the player change from season 1 as a pre-season to season? No, 30% only. When I as an organization part, we are doing 100%. I didn't see the 100% coming
from the player.
But the season 1, when the owner's auction, everything happened, the training part.
Yeah.
When I thought during the auction, I thought this is the best team, this is the best team. No. The training has changed. That is the reality of the sport.
Yeah.
You would pick some player, but you train them. That's when I realized now. With the league, what I realized is NBA, how they pick lottery pick, or they pick number 1, number 2, number 3. I'm pretty sure there are so many scouts in the world. They would see some small thing here and there and all of that. And they would develop, they take some players and they develop them into that team structure. Now I need a center. They develop that person into a center.
Yeah.
So there is a lot of dynamics which I understood during this process of the league.
Right.
And we have to be more attentive about, we need to take opportunities as players.
Yeah.
We need to start being ready towards whatever comes at our way.
Would you say players need to be more hungry?
100%.
Yeah.
We are just sitting here and, I would say that, complaining about what is not happening.
Yeah.
But we also need to thrive for something, try to, ask for more things for development and building.
Right.
That means that, you win medals for the organization part, then you question. You try to be the best player you can. Then you can talk about things and, moving forward. But when we are not doing anything and we are just blabbering and talking, I don't think we will never go. That's the biggest thing I would say. And I would say that, we need to be hungry at the end of the day.
Yeah. Also, like you just mentioned, the important part is training. So, which means we also need to have that kind of coaches who go and probably train the kids in the right way, train the basketball fraternity in the right way. I had this question in mind that because you've been abroad as well, you've seen the structure outside. Do you think our players need to somewhere, probably go and take that outside experience, or it's enough being in India, in the state, wherever you are, and still training or making it happen here itself? Where is it better, you think, in terms of growing yourself as a player?
I would like to ask you a question.
I'm scared now.
You say India has the best educational system, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So
hands down.
Yeah, hands down.
But why do everybody go to the US?
Maybe probably to learn something or gain something better.
More opportunities. Right? It's the same thing. Here we have the best. Here the level of amount of experience we can get. But once you start going to the US, what happens is that you learn more. There is more opportunities more.
Yeah.
So in that opportunity, people will start to learn a lot more things. So if there is 10 people who are so good, if I'm going to roam with them for probably the next 1 whole month, that I would change. Now, once you start going to US or any other places, now I know See, I'll give you an example of mine. So I was always getting cut in the Indian camp.
Okay.
So I went under 14, I did 3 Indian camps, I got cut.
Okay.
I went to under 16, I got cut. Under 18 India camp, I got cut. Probably 6 to 7 India camps, I got cut. I was not getting an answer because nobody were telling me the answer. When I went to Spain the very first day, what did they ask me? They asked me what position are you playing? I was like, what position? I'm a combo guard, I said.
Okay.
It's like, what is combo guard? It's like, I'm a shooting guard and a point guard. There's you can't. You either have to be either a point guard or a shooting guard. And for shooting guard, you're not there because your height is small. So you have to pick one position and play.
Okay.
Whereas when we went to India camps also, we would obviously be divided. But when I was playing there, I was so confused all the time. I used to play shooting guard and point guard. So I was very confused over there, what I'm playing and what. But when I went to Spain or, then I realized that you need to pick a position and start playing, number one. Then you need to know that, the discipline towards an athlete. The reason why, the discipline, like you have to lift weights, you have to eat so-and-so food, you need to train twice a week. All of these things, once you start doing, this is the book that you need to follow to become a player.
Right.
That's one aspect. I think now we are at a place that we are in that book.
Yeah.
We do know we have to train.
Correct.
We have to do all these things. But once you start going overseas or when you start exploring different places, you like how you travel to one place, you explore the options, you learn different languages and so and so.
Yeah.
So once you start to go to another country or another place, when you start to play, you learn new things.
Yeah.
You will start to, your experience card as such as a player will start +1, +1, +1. There are some games where you lose and it's a +10. You win, it's a -2. So I look at in that experience card. You go different places, you learn, you're getting experience.
Right.
So that is the main card where I'm looking at, the exposure trips. And coming back to your question and answer, yes, 100% we need to explore our options all the time. Not only India, I'm saying.
Yeah.
Going to Punjab also. Punjab has the most athletic people. So I would like to go there and, me being in Telangana, I would like to go there and explore. That's what I did when I was a kid. I explored so many states. I know Kerala has this, Tamil Nadu has this. So I used to ask players what it is. So that's how I learned. So you need to always explore your options to get better in your life. You cannot stop at one place.
Correct.
If you try to stop, I don't think we will ever move forward in our life.
For the growth, obviously, it's great to be in the country. It's great to probably go outside. We have the right setup. Players need to be a little hungry. Things are here, things are there. If we shed a little light on the coaching system right now, I've been speaking to a few basketball coaches as well. Do you think we have the right mindset in terms of the coaches? Do they have the right guidance to train our boys and girls?
For the system, we all have been since so many years. We have seen basketball in this way. So we are only watching it on online and everything. I would say that, the best thing would be that, all of our coaches or players get some chance to go overseas and just sit there and read basketball. I'm not talking about the game, the matches or anything. Just read the basketball as such. Just get the environment, how it is, what is coaching, what is attire, how, see some players, you can yell at them. Some players, you can just tell them.
Yeah.
Some players would only be like, you go here, they would understand everything. So, I would say that, some coaches have got a little bit exposure because they have traveled to other states.
Yeah.
Some players have always been in Telangana and they've only known Telangana and they were successful in Telangana, but they were never successful in other states. I think, coaching is something I think, I wish if ever I get an opportunity, I would like, all of us to, go to Europe, actually sit down with the coaches. And I actually am a coach. So I actually want to sit down and learn more about the coaching staff. I run an academy. I learned how to conduct a camp, how to conduct a practice. There is a lot of difference here. You being a coach, you being an academy coach is different.
Can you explain to us what is the difference in?
When you are in an academy, you need to train the kid that they learn basketball.
Okay.
And at the same time, you need to know how to conduct a practice. That means they're not bored of your practice. They are learning everything. They are coming every day. The reason why I'm saying conduct a practice, you can also say that why should we conduct? We can just teach them basketball, right? You see badminton and other sports. People come with an interest that they want to become Indian, they would make something.
Yeah.
Here, they're all coming with passion. How long will the passion go?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying conduct a practice so, I can still get more people into it. They understand the sport as such and everything. Whereas when you go to coaching side, you are explaining them the game, how it needs to be played.
Right.
Here you're teaching them the game, how to dribble the ball. Here you're saying dribble the ball and pass the ball. We're going a bit advanced in coaching.
Right.
Here you have to teach them.
Right.
So there's a lot of difference between coaching training kids and coaching part.
Hmm.
But I see that, most of the coaches, we are thinking beyond it.
Mhm.
That means, like, we're not following the structure of step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4.
Yeah.
Let's say today I am playing so-and-so game. What happens is, it's just like our education system. When exams come, we go through a chart.
Hmm.
If you actually see, let's go back to your days. We write a timetable.
Hmm.
We stick it to our walls.
Right.
Okay, today I'm going to study this.
Right.
Physics, maths, science, so-and-so, so-and-so.
Right.
We have 30 days to our exams.
Yeah.
We write that chart. Basketball is as any sport as such, it's the same thing.
Same thing.
We are playing so-and-so games, so-and-so matches. We need to be like this.
Right.
We have never done that.
Hmm.
But right now, this professional league, then I started explaining all the coaches that, we need to do this.
Yeah.
You need to have a film study.
Yeah.
You need to sit down and talk to, you have to do rehearsals. They should be one day before game, you should never practice.
Hmm.
You should do a shoot around.
Hmm.
That's because it's a rehearsal towards the game.
Right.
And also nobody's getting injured.
Right.
So these small things, details will change the people's mindset and their attitude towards our sport as such, and the importance we need to take towards moving forward.
Right.
So we are all just sitting there like, tomorrow match is there, okay, fine. No, that's not how it goes. There is a process towards it. There is 20-day camp, 30-day camp. In this camp, we are going through our best. Now, why there is stats?
Yeah.
We have put it online.
Yeah.
We have done quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4.
Yeah.
You take the stats, you see how many turnovers they
Yeah.
have made. That time, you know who is scoring more points.
Yeah.
That's when we only have this much room to learn. So let's learn how much ever we can.
Makes sense.
So when you're taking the stat sheet, you might not know. But looking into it, as a basketball, okay, this so-and-so person has scored. Let's stop him. Let's not do this. So if there's somebody, 3 games, a next player has scored 30 points and their score was 70. That means 40 points is scored by other teammates and 30 is by this.
Yeah.
So let's drop him to 20.
Yeah.
Let's make other person score the ball more.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. We need to educate ourselves on a daily basis too.
Right. You want them to get into the intricacies of it.
Yes.
Right? Like try and go deep. Try and bring in strategy, bring in stats. Try and work that way than just the old and traditional way of where we had coaches just using their one pad and just looking at the game and trying to tell players, okay, this is what you got to do, this is what you got to do. You want them more now to start getting AI, getting tech involved, try to grow themselves. Which is, I think, a fair point that you make as well. Keeping all of this aside, which we've tried to get our education bit from here, we've tried to understand the league. We can see your vision as well for it. I want to also know who are you as a person. I can see you rarely smile as such. There are very less moments where I'll see you smiling. Yeah, because I've said it now. But I want to try and understand and get into into your head and try and see as to who is Prithvi Reddy as a person. What has basketball taught you? If I had to begin with that.
I think I've always started the story by saying I started playing cricket.
Really? I didn't know that.
I told so many interviews
I didn't know that. What is the story about cricket?
So I played cricket till 5th grade. So my brother started playing cricket and my mom joined. She was also a sports teacher in my own school. So my brother, I used to always be that kid, I don't want to study.
Okay.
I just don't want to study because I feel it's too much for me to handle. So then I played cricket for probably, till 5th grade.
Wow.
Then my mom stopped.
You were training properly?
Like coaching, legit. Like in my school, I wanted to become a player.
Okay.
Full player and everything. So then then my mom's like, just like an Indian parent, like, this is not going to happen. You need to study. So she stopped us from playing cricket, both of us.
Okay.
So then that one whole year, my mom made me study the whole coaching class. Okay. That means that 4 to 6, the one coaching time. Again, I have to go back home and sit with my mom.
Okay.
That was the most terrible period for me. So then I was just waiting for one moment where I can just skip something. At the right time, my mom joined my brother into basketball because he was short.
Okay.
I was like, chalo, this is the best thing. Yeah, I threw my bag. I started jogging. And I still remember there was one coach who told that, let him join coaching half an hour. It's okay, ma'am, half an hour coaching, 45. You know how after school there is this thing. That 45 minutes have turned, my life today right now. So I'm thankful that at least somebody convinced over there that time.
Otherwise, you wouldn't have been playing any sport.
But I loved the sport on the very first day itself. I would say I didn't touch the ball. German drill, I liked the German drill. I don't know why I like running.
Okay.
So I saw the drills and everything. So I started feeling the love for it. But yeah, I am somebody who would never take no for an answer. That means I would always, I would, one life, one chance. Let's give our best. That means, I've got basketball. It's a God's grace that, whatever I am today, it's because of basketball. As a player also, I was always one-man army. I always believed in myself that, I don't want to blame others because there's no point blaming others. Because if you're blaming others, same thing. The blame goes to you.
Right.
So I would always say that, everything is in your hands. Fate is different. Everything is different. But you work hard towards whatever you can. Give your 100%, give your best. And then let's leave the fate and the results on the side. So once you start, like that's where my motto comes. I would just say like few moments in my life. I started playing I just got the jersey of my school team.
Okay.
Then my my desire went from school team jersey to me wanting the school captain. Then I became school captain. Then from school captain, then I played ICSE nationals. Then I'm like, I played nationals. Then I'm like, I need to become the captain of the nationals. Then I went to BFI under 14. I played BFI. Then I was like, I need to become the captain of that. So the aspiration always built up that, I always want to be the best.
Correct.
But it's a fight within myself that I want to be the best. I am not comparing with anybody else in the room. I'm always comparing myself with myself.
If I can just break you here and ask you, it's not easy to keep achieving these goals. What do you do to keep yourself, like try and motivate yourself to say, okay, this is done. My next aspiration is this. I want to achieve this, but next aspiration is this. There's something that drives you, right? To go and get this job done. What is it like?
I think number one is discipline. If you're not disciplined enough, then I don't think I will be here or you will be here. We need to be disciplined in our life towards the goals. And I think I am just a person, I think I would never sleep till I achieve the goal. And I know you guys know, you know me as a player, and I know everybody knows my story.
Yeah.
When you start to break the story down, then you see the depth in me.
Yeah.
When you just see me as a person, he's a young guy. That's it. But apart from that, like, the step by step, whatever, has happened throughout in my life.
Yeah.
And I would like to note the biggest thing, I think, it's ACL. The injury which happened in 2018 had changed my life. I always wanted to be an Arjuna awardee in basketball. And I never, thought that, people laughed when I was in Hyderabad that, you cannot play for India or so and so. But I never cared. I never cared for anybody's recommendation or anybody's validation.
Correct.
As such. I never cared for anybody's, answers or whatever. So then I am somebody who would always think that, I want this, I will do it. And I'll even say it out loud.
Yeah, you do.
Because I believe in myself that I would, do this. I am saying that, TPBL is going to be the best league ever, or anybody could say it. Because I am working towards it. I have a passion, I have a vision towards the whole thing. I just want to break it down where, ACL, I was playing currently for the Indian team. My goal was to become an Arjuna awardee, and I wrote it down. Like I always write things down. Next. And these are the steps you need to be disciplined. These are the steps you need to like follow and everything. You make the Indian team, you get to the coaching camp, you become the point guard for India. Next step, I failed. You become the Indian point guard, the starting point guard. Then you start to score the ball. Then you become the man of India. Then you make Indians start winning their teams in the upper level. That was my list. And today I am telling you, honestly speaking, I never spoke about this, but this is where my striking off has gone. Like my playing career, I think I'm done there. ACL. And then I realized I always wanted to keep a basketball academy and, train kids. Training kids is something which I love the most. Like giving back what I learned.
Right.
How much ever knowledge I have, I wanted to give back to the community. And I always wanted, I didn't become an Indian player. Sorry, I didn't become an NBA player. And I do want to make one NBA player.
Wow.
I want to make one NBA player. So the next goal of my life or next chapter is this, like, making Indian players or like NBA players.
What was that period like when, you know, sometimes when you have an injury like that and you have so many things still to achieve, in your mind, right? You have a fight to fight. You know, do I get back? Should I not get back? You know, there are people telling you that maybe you can't. You're telling yourself, you know what, I can. When did you come to terms with the fact that okay, you know what, this is it, I can't. You know, I'm sure you've tried and tried and tried, but how did you make peace with yourself that okay, from here on I need to stop thinking about playing the sport?
When ACL happened, when I was coming back to the sport, obviously you were not going to be 100%, right? There were 100 things running in my head. There were expectations on Prithvi. Like I was always the guy who used to play so good and everything.
Yeah.
So the expectations kills you. People's expectations. And at the same time, my only goal towards the whole ACL was leave everybody else. You be the old Prithvi, that's more than enough. You beat everybody. Because the old Prithvi has beat everybody.
Yeah.
So you just match him and you're good. And I tried that, I did that for 2 years. But then later I realized that, playing in a career, I think I've achieved everything. I've represented India. I've played all pro leagues.
Yeah.
I was there for state.
Yeah.
I've, done everything. I think right now my motive or my time is to give back to the community. My time is to change the sport. I think me playing, I'm not going to be any productive for the Indian team or any productive to anybody as such. Neither to my Telangana state team.
Correct.
So then what am I doing here? Satisfying my ego? I'm being honest.
Yeah.
So there is no point about it.
Correct.
So then I saw there is no point. I would only play basketball for my own happiness.
Yeah.
And the biggest part, making Indian players, making NBA players, that's where your energy needs to be put in. So then I decided that, I'm all in this way. I'll only play basketball for my happiness.
Do you also think it's difficult for other players or us as human beings to come to terms with, when is the right time to exit? Or when is the right time to say, this is because what I've seen is with us as people, right? Sometimes if we are at a specific place or a specific spot, it's difficult for us to give away that spot or give away that place, as human beings. Like you've been there. For you to say goodbye to the Indian national team may not have been easy, but you've been able to say that. While I see some other players who still want to remain there and want to have the chance, even for n number of years. So, what is it that you would like to, probably tell us that is in your mind, or how you worked on that aspect of you being able to work with yourself and be like, this is the right moment for me to exit. This is the right moment for me to do this. The decision making, what I'm trying to understand, has been great for you.
I write things down. You can only do such things at this time. Just like how I tell parents, you start at a very early age. It doesn't matter 4, 5, 6, 7. You join the kid at any early age. There is a lot of time for you to play around.
Yeah.
To, becoming a player. Just like that, you need to keep that time frame. You cannot, be probably a fool about it. You cannot be adamant about it. See, I knew by till 18 I have to play India.
Yeah.
After that 18, I need to be either the best player in India to survive in the sport. Because obviously we don't have that much time or like, the opportunities are only limited. Railways, income tax, customs. These are the jobs that we have.
Correct.
Once 24 is crossed,
right,
if you're still playing, then I would say that, we are wasting our time. We are wasting our time because we need to get into a job by 24 because that is the most secure thing, security is something which we needed for players.
Yeah.
After 24, we are still pursuing for the jobs or for anything. Then I think, you are putting your life under risk. You need to think about your life after also. Once you're 30 and things start to change, then I don't think you'll regret a lot of things. That means now, I had an ACL. I'm done. I tried 1 year. I tried 1 year. I gave my best for 1 year. Then I could only see that I can only go till here. If I give more year, I know I won't go there. So why am I wasting my time?
Yeah.
It's the same thing with every player I'm saying.
Yeah.
You give your 100%, know what's happening. You always walk with the reality.
Hmm.
But if you are going to say that I am reality,
Bye bye.
bye bye. I'm sorry.
Has there been any best advice that's ever been given to you, which you want to pass it to people who are watching you, listen to you? You know, some advice which has been with you throughout your life.
I don't care what you think about me.
Hmm.
I don't care about others' validation. I don't ask for anybody's favorism or any support as such.
Hmm.
I do what I love to do. I
Hmm.
do what I want to do in my life.
Hmm.
But I do it in a line for, if I want to become a best player,
Hmm.
I will work hard for myself
Hmm.
and I want to become the best player.
Hmm.
I don't want to bring somebody's name down or, do all these things to get my name on the top.
Correct.
I want to be on the top because I want to be on the top
Hmm.
and I'll work hard for it.
Hmm.
See, a lot of people have told me that you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this. I'm like, you can't do it. That's why you're saying it.
Hmm.
I am saying I can do it. Now come on, I'll
Hmm.
show you the path.
Hmm. As easy as that.
Yes,
Yeah.
simple as that. If
Hmm.
you're telling me now TPBL,
Hmm.
I have a vision towards it.
Hmm.
I'm doing it. I've just become general secretary for the state.
Hmm.
Everybody said I would lose it,
Hmm.
but I said I will win.
Correct.
I had the conviction towards it.
Hmm.
But I am not saying that I'm not realistic about it.
Hmm.
I always have my calculation towards things and
Hmm.
step in forward, and then I make it because you're putting your time, energy, money.
Yeah.
When all of the three things have been put in front,
Hmm.
you should not waste anything of
Hmm.
that. So if you start to ask, see, 100 people have 100 opinions.
Yeah.
Are you going to satisfy everybody?
Hmm.
You need to know the truth.
Yeah.
When you're speaking the truth outside, I think, if they take it, they take it.
Hmm.
You cannot satisfy everybody.
Hmm.
You're doing the league. One might lose, one might win.
Hmm.
One player thinks this, one player thinks that.
Hmm.
You cannot control their emotions.
Hmm.
You cannot control somebody saying you're a bad person or a good person. You can never control it.
Yeah.
Don't ever try to control things which are uncontrollable in your
Hmm.
life.
Hmm.
If you start thinking, then you will be going into your own grave.
Hmm. One thing I definitely realize is you're a man of conviction, man of your words, and while still being, aware of what are the situations around you. I also want to go back to where I started, which is my last and final question to you also, is if now a 10 or 12 year old kid asks you again that, Anna, is basketball a viable career option in our country? Would you tell that kid to, try and pursue it?
I would say yes.
Hmm.
If you come and ask me
Hmm.
as Prithvi Reddy,
Hmm.
I will say yes and I'll make it happen for him.
Okay.
I don't know about the rest of it, but I would say that I would make, the state better.
Hmm.
I would give them a life.
Hmm.
I would give them a number of opportunities in the coming years.
Hmm.
I can give that word from my end.
Hmm.
I don't know about the rest of the story or whatever it is,
Hmm.
but I would say that there is life.
Hmm.
If there is no life, then I'm also not here. Then I don't think I'm surviving the cause over here or I'm satisfying the cause here. There is life for everybody. There is life in basketball.
Hmm.
There is life in our sport as such because we are growing. We will grow
Hmm.
and definitely will beat badminton also in this.
One thing that I missed out was to try and understand, who do you look up to? Is there someone who you draw a lot of inspiration from? Someone who you've seen in your years, maybe a player, maybe someone from your family, or anyone of more sort of a personality from whom you draw a lot of inspiration, and why, if there is someone like that?
I think as a kid, I've always seen my father.
Hmm.
He has worked hard for all of us.
Hmm.
And I still remember the days where, he never used to come back home because he used to work relentless for the family.
Hmm.
So when I see, how a man has to be
Hmm.
towards his goal and a conviction or towards whatever he's doing,
Hmm.
you need to have the right heart,
Hmm.
right direction and your, good intention towards whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
I think everything will fall in place. And my father has taught me all the right things about, don't ever cheat anybody. Don't ever misguide anybody or anything. You be whoever you are, be very straightforward.
Right.
If they like it, they like it. If they don't like it, then it's up to them. So that was something which I kept on in my life that, I was very straightforward. With whatever happens, I'm very straightforward. And if they like me, okay. If they don't like me, it's okay still. So he has always been the guy. And my mother played a huge role, I think, disciplining me as a kid. So I think, always These all things were, a line by line with, all of it. And I think, during my ACL, I think I was always a one-man person. But when ACL happened, better Dinesh, Kothari,
Yeah.
everybody were there with me
Yeah.
during that time. So
I think
then
they've all become like family now to you.
they used to sleep in my house when I had ACL.
Yeah.
So you can understand, like, how much amount of. I never thought that people would love you so much. Then I realized that people do love you. So then I was like, you need to continue to whatever you are, and let's say now the core group, whoever is there,
Yeah.
I think I would only take their judgmental views
Yeah.
because they are the ones who see me every day.
Yeah.
And if they say that you're doing this, I would probably listen to them because they're the best judge.
Yeah.
Because they want the best for other people. Don't want anything from us. So yeah, I mean, there's so many people who are very
Influential for you.
influential, and Allen Iverson was something. I have tattoos all over my player. So I was inspired by him.
Yeah.
And then later on, there's some coaches like Danny Anna and all these people. Like there's so many things I picked
At
on
every
with
point in your life, somebody
every
else
point.
has
Every point
impact.
I used to pick people because you need to take the best from everybody.
Yeah.
That's when you start to keep that in your card.
Yeah.
Okay, this guy is doing this, so let me keep that in my bag. So you keep everybody's in your bag and then you go forward.
So you see different people at different points in your life. You try and learn from them, pick their bits and pieces, and that's how you can probably grow your personality as well. Thank you so much, Padvi. I want to say that I've seen a lot of respect from the players for you from the day I've been associated with you, with the league. I think that has made me want to try and speak to you, try and want to see as to what is it that I can learn from you, what is it that the audience who are listening try and learn from you, what is it that we can get from the league as well. And thank you so much for your time. I know it's a busy day for you today, but thank you so much for making time and coming out here and making us happy. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Good one.
Thank you again.